Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me on this great episode of your favorite political talk show, The Truth with Ben Jokes. Now, it is no longer news that Nigerians are experiencing the worst period of their lives. New York Times reported this week that economic and security situation in Nigeria has escalated over the last 12 months in a manner that the rest of Africa needs to worry. Yesterday is Salah Day. Gunmen stormed 3 villages in Sokoto State. Actually, the same group of guys finished operation in one village, then moved to another village and carried out hours of operation. That was how much room they had. So, Nigerians were not only hungry on Salah Day, they had to also run for their lives. And in all these, what were the utterances of the people at the top? Tinubu in Lagos urged Nigerians to make more sacrifices for the nation. Nothing else, just sacrifices. And the people were more depressed hearing him speak. Shettima told Nigerians to promote peace and unity, as if they are not the authors of chaos and division. Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Hamzat, even told Nigerians that they are complaining too much, that he hears a lot of complaints, that people should stop complaining and focus on praying for the administration to succeed. Can you imagine that? What an insult. Insult upon injury. But the worst Salah message so far has come from the Sultan of Sokoto. This is a Sultan of Sokoto who lives in Sokoto. This man knows everything going on in Sokoto, and he has all but told Muslims to go and get themselves killed. Because we are talking about a Sokoto state where the insecurity situation has completely gone out of hand. Farmers who dare to go to their farms are getting killed in scores. Yet, the Sultan sent this heartless message to citizens. Before I show you what he said and how Nigerians reacted, let me quickly show you these videos where His Excellency Peter Obi reached out to the Muslim communities on Salah Day.
The spirit of Eid al-Kabir, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 general elections, Peter Obi, has reached out to residents by providing meat for those who couldn't afford it.
Says that we are celebrating Barika de SALLAH with our Muslim brothers in Kwara State, and with the Kwara State people, the zone busy. We thank Mr. Obi for the support he has given to us. My message to Nigeria: let us love each one another. One love to Nigeria. No discrimination. We should be one and one equity. We should balance everything as a Nigerians.
Now, that was Peter Obi reaching out to the people of Kwara State with rams and cows. He also reached out to 5 ALMAJIRIS schools in the core northern states. See the video.
Felt the need that when it is Salah period, that every home, every parent slaughter meat or a cow or a ram for his own children so that they can enjoy the bountifulness of Salah. In the case of these particular children, some of them may not have parents. So he decided that this particular year he sent them this particular cow for them also to celebrate so that they can have a different taste and have the feeling of parenthood.
I want to say thanks to him and the people that are around him. They give him advice about this, and he took the advice. He did this one. We are going to say thanks to him.
You saw that, and that was Obi, represented by spokesman Yunusa Tanko there. And the practice of reaching out to Muslims on Salah Day is now a tradition for Peter Obi, even from his time as governor of Anambra State. Anambra Muslim community came out to confirm last year that they were shocked that some Nigerians are calling Obi a religious bigot. And those of them who have lived in the state for decades said they could confirm to Nigerians that no other governor of the state has reached out to them during celebrations except Peter Obi. They said as governor, this man would leave his house, his office, and come and felicitate with Muslims on Salah Day. That's incredible. So this year, from Kwara State to ALMAJIRIS schools in the Northwest, it is Peter Obi showing love to Muslims and promoting the spirit of togetherness among Nigerians. in a time that the enemies of this country have turned Nigerians to beggars. So, no matter the politics anyone wants to play, the character of this man, Peter Obi, remains impeccable. And Nigerians, Muslims, Christians from north, west, east, and south should do well to get behind this man and let's take our country back. Point blank, period. Now, let us look at that speech from the Sultan of Sokoto that got Nigerians very angry. Look at how the papers reported it. Economic hardship. Sultan urges Nigerians to return to farm. Said Abubakar, the Sultan of Sokoto and President General of the Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, has urged Nigerians to commit more to farming to alleviate economic hardship and address the country's high cost of living. Mr. Abubakar made the call in his message to felicitate Nigerian Muslims on the occasion of Eid al-Kabir. The Sultan further urged farmers to make the most of the rainy season to ensure sufficient food production to meet societal demand. We should all go back to farming and produce food because doing so will ease our condition and boost the country's economy, he advised. We are fully aware that the leaders in the country are doing their best to ease the hardship, but more needs to be done. Mr. Abubakar also called on Muslims to continue praying for the leaders, emphasizing that only prayers could support the desired needs of the society. He appreciated the security agencies in the country for their sustained dedication to ensuring the safety of all citizens. The Sultan applauded Governor Ahmed Aliyu of Sokoto State for his commitment to supporting the less privileged and urged the people to continue living peacefully with one another. He thanked the Muslim community for their continued dedication to propagating the true essence of Islam and urged them to have full faith that the country's challenges would soon be over. Mr. Abubakar also prayed for the safe return of the pilgrims in Saudi Arabia, urging them to pray for Nigeria and its leaders. This man did not reprimand the leaders in any way. He didn't talk about this insecurity situation, the negligence, the lack of tact and obvious lack of commitment and political will to fighting insecurity. He didn't hint on that. What he's talking about is prayers. They should pray for the leaders. Farmers should return to the farms. You don't care what they are facing on the farms because it doesn't concern you. Because you are enjoying free money from the government. And look at how Nigerians reacted. Look at some of the tweet reactions. This tweet here says, just last week, more than 50 farmers were beheaded in Katsina. What did the Sultan of Sokoto say? He said nothing. And this guy replied, he said, could it be that they want more people on the farm so they can have more people to behead? If we think like this, it is not our fault. Because you are seeing this thing happening clearly and you are still encouraging people to go to farms. What kind of advice is this? And Malik here says, with our Muslim brothers wreaking havoc on our lands, their Muslim brothers are wreaking havoc on their lands, beheading them on their farms. And the Sultan of Sokoto is here asking them to go back to farms. And this tweet by Taiwo says, haha, our Sultan, who was a former military officer, urged Nigerians to return to the farm. That's interesting. My fellow Nigerians, can we remind our Papa that the Fulani headsmen are waiting for us at the farms in the south with their AK-47 and ALMAJIRIS turned bandits, including Boko Haram, are anxiously waiting to grab their people in the north? This is nothing but confusion. It's going to be tough to get us out of this quagmire and mess because both the leadership and the followers are stressed out and confused. Should we call it confusion or a deliberate attempt to waste the people? And this tweet by King Ima says, like telling them to go and jump in the landmine. What drove them away from the farms in the first place? Fulani bandits and terrorists, are they gone now? Are they gone now? The things that drove them from the farms, are those things not still there? And Abdulhamid here says, how manage Nigerians going to return to farm with bandits, kidnappers, and unknown gunmen everywhere? Advise the federal government and governors to end insecurities. I swear you won't see any single citizen complaining about hunger. Authorities are making huge money out of insecurities. And we can say that you are one of them. If you can ignore this situation going on, and you are even thanking security officials that they are doing well, asking Nigerians to pray for leaders, asking them to return to the farms. A traditional ruler who should be seizing every opportunity to reprimand the leadership of this country. Listen to what he's saying. This is such a disgrace. But the fact remains that traditional leaders in Nigeria are not what they used to be. The traditional stools used to be seats of honor, of integrity, of dignity, but now these guys have become politicians. They now lie and, steal like politicians. They are part of those who share from the looting of our commonwealth. That is why the lives that are being lost in the north, are of little concern to this man until it reaches his doorsteps. And I know it will reach his doorsteps. Those traditional leaders who were beheaded in the southwest never knew when they were campaigning for APC in 2023. They never knew that those actions would bring about their doom in 2024. But look at where it left them. So let all these guys continue doing what they are doing. They are evil. We'll find them out. But my appeal to Nigerians is that it is clear that these so-called elites don't care about you. Everybody is after his own pocket. So why not prioritize your own welfare above the sentiments that they lie to you about? This is what Nigerians should do. Nigerians should prioritize their welfare. The common man should come together, jettison all these aboriginal sentiments that are holding us back. And when we do that, it will be clear. The people who we should back to be in power to make our lives better will be very clear to all of us. And when we get them in, we will find out this country will begin to take a different shape, even much earlier than we assume. But until then, make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una. Now I dey here, so don't go away. Don't go away.